Not a single Dalek story in the Ncuti Gatwa era. Outrageous.
Ring a ding and make your heart bell sing. Please don't make me laugh, just take my autograph. Now take my jokes, my lovely folks, cause I know just one thing. For I am he, oh yes, that Mr. Ring a ding.
2025 continues to raise the bar for modern TV. Doctor Who series 15 is the 15th series of The New Who, 20 years after the show was first revived in 2005, written by Russell T Davies, and is Ncuti Gatwa's second and shockingly final series as the 15th Doctor, and introducing brand new companion Belinda Chandra, played by Veranda Sefu. Now, Doctor Who Series 15 tells the story taking place after the events of Series 14, where Ruby has now left the Doctor. She's happy on Earth with her family. So, in the Christmas special Joy to the World, after the Doctor stays at the Time Hotel, then he goes on to meet Belinda Chandra, who comes in the TARDIS with him on a series of adventures such as haunted cinemas, living cartoons, spooky haircuts, even a space Eurovision Song Contest, and even the return of another Time Lord, the Rani. While I enjoyed Series 14 to an extent, it wasn't exactly event TV like the first Russell T Davies era, but Series 15, my reaction is that was more like it. Series 15 is freaking amazing. Well, mostly. There is one dud episode in there, and I didn't love every single one, but no series is gonna be perfect. Thank you, Russell. If this is Ncuti Gatwa's final series as the Doctor, well, he went out on a bang, and this is a huge, definite step up from Series 14, with the exception of the 2024 Christmas special, Joy to the World, which is well, a let down in comparison to the Church of Ruby Road Christmas special 2023. As the Doctor staying in the Time Hotel is fine and all, but it's pretty light on stakes and too whimsical for me. The Doctor's storyline with Alicia, that felt like an entirely different episode in and of itself, and could have been its own mini movie. That was the heart of the story. Although it did make me want a ham and cheese toasty and a pumpkin latte. So I'm gonna give this story a generous two stars. Now on to the Robot Revolution, the proper pilot for Series 15, and wow, this is a way better series opener than garbage Space Babies last year. Russell finally went to a more mature tone with this series opener, and not just a bunch of nonsense, and Belinda gets, well, a worthy introduction. The robots each looked exquisite, and there was even, well, some solid drama for Belinda here, and it may not be the greatest series opener that we've ever had, but it was still a promising one. But Lux, I expect nothing but love for my review of Lux, because Lux is a awesome Doctor Who story, my favourite of Series 15. It was never topped by any of the following stories. I am a tad biased, as I did get to watch this at my good friend Steve's house during my sleepover at his around Easter time. And me and him agreed that this story was indeed unique from others that we've seen, and only Russell could have pulled off writing such an original script for the show. The Haunted Cinema, you know I'm a cinema movie buff, so this story was instantly right up my alley, and I I think Lux is the greatest the Doctor Who antagonist we have seen in some time. He's easily the best villain in Series 15, bar none, voiced by Alan Cumming, who was also in the Jodie Whittaker story, the Witcher Finders, and a living cartoon character is something in Doctor Who we really don't see every day. And seeing the Doctor and Belinda animated in Scooby Doo style just made me fangasm out all the way. As an animation lover, I loved that, and also we got a moment where Belinda and the Doctor get to interact with Whovians watching the show from their living room, which was such a lovely scene. Hilarious how their favourite story was always a Blink, written by Stephen Moffat, and yeah, and boy did the Doctor and Belinda look dapper in their 50s outfits. This story is the absolute masterpiece of Series 15, and Ncuti Gatwa's finest hour. Then on to The Well, which turned out to be a sequel to the Series 4 story Midnight, which I did not see coming, and it's a satisfactory follow-up to Midnight, to say the least. Certainly dripping with tension, and is as much of a tension builder as Midnight was. Even if the first act of this story certainly took its time, but the more the episode progressed, the more the hairs on the back of your neck just stood up on what was going to happen. And the lady who I think the invisible creature was possessing, she certainly made this story. And I think they even revealed briefly the appearance of the creature, which I can see why some would have rather they didn't, but I didn't mind that. And as for Lucky Day, this was indeed the Dr. Light story of Series 15, like 73 yards was for Series 14, where the Doctor and Belinda are barely in this story at all. They take a back seat. Ruby is the central protagonist of this story. It was so wonderful to see her return, like Martha coming back in the fourth story of Series 4. And I love that Ruby and Belinda got to become friends over their relation, over meeting the Doctor, and this series made me love Ruby even more. Yes, the Doctor and Belinda were kind of missed in this story, but it does nicely tie into the series finale. Russell geniusly wove that in without any of us knowing, with Ruby's friendship kind of romance with this mysterious dude that comes into her life, and of course the return of Kate and Unit making a grander return. Even if another fault with this story was it's not very monstery, and the beast they do throw in the third act is not that memorable. But for every series of Doctor Who, there's always at least one story that's that one of us could not care less about. And to me, the dud of Series 15 has to be the story and the engine. A original and inventive story on paper, but execution-wise was executed so dully and boringly. The Doctor just gets a haircut on top of a giant spider while stories are being told. I mean, not the most gripping story. In fact, Belinda is surprisingly sidelined, and she's just stuck in the TARDIS for the first half, and doesn't come in until the second half. And even when she does enter the Barbers in the second half, she doesn't do anything major. Yes, I love the brand new location in Africa, but yeah, this I this story certainly could have had Belinda come with the Doctor throughout. Could have had uh, far better pacing, but thankfully my faith in this series was restored with the Interstellar Song Contest. Sorry, I nearly said Eurovision, as this story did air the exact same night as Eurovision. Wow, Interstellar Song Contest was uh, uh, freaking brilliant. Belinda and bombed her with Rosia and was extremely heartfelt, and the we got to see a darker side to Shuti's Doctor for the first time. We see him go all out and have no sympathy for the antagonist and just torture him out of rage because, well, the villain is a piece of shit. He was going to annihilate 3 trillion people out of revenge, which you can't get more cold-blooded than that. So you can't blame the Doctor. But of course, Belinda is there to be the companion that prevents him from going too far. And Rosia's song, it is one of the most moving and beautiful moments in the Ncuti Gatwa era by far. Yeah, I was moved to the point of tears. And but this story's ending was a whopping cliffhanger, with Graham Norton cameoing in a hologram, letting the Doctor and Belinda know the Earth was destroyed on May 24th, and the day that Belinda entered the TARDIS. And then the old lady who's been cameoing in the episodes for so long, we find out she's the Rani in a twist. It's the equivalent of Professor Yana being revealed to be the Master in Utopia Series 3. At long last, they brought back the Rani, and yeah, the actress they got to play her was pitch perfect, and they did the binary regeneration like the Doctor did in the 60th anniversary, which I'm okay with. If the Doctor can do it, so can other Time Lords. But wow, this was an incredible penultimate story, and yeah, it raised uh, anticipation for the finale big time. It is the Utopia and Turn Left of Series 15. Well, here we are, folks. The epic two-part finale of Series 15. Wish World and the Reality War. Yeah, it's funny how the only two-part stories in the Ncuti Gatwa era have been the series finales, and it is a pity that Ncuti only had 8 stories in both his series, so we only saw him for like 19 stories as the Doctor before we fully got to know him. And here he was growing on us, and had he gotten a third series, we could have seen him take the character even further. But it is what it is, and but what an explosive regeneration story and finale for Ncuti Gatwa to go out on as the 15th Doctor. This finale has everything. It has, well, jaw-dropping action and things, shocking things that make you gasp, moments that melt your heart and blow your socks off. The Rani takes a baby away, and this baby turns out when you blow on him, wishes come true, and the Rani, she makes this alternative wish world in which the Doctor is John Smith and married to Belinda, and they have the cutest daughter ever, Poppy. Yeah, she is the thing about this finale that will completely melt your heart, and you will care about Poppy deeply, while at the same time Ruby and her pals and Unit do their best to figure out, well, why the world is this way. And yeah, and the and I'm so glad Alicia from Joy to the World returned, because she was the best character in that Christmas special, and it did make me appreciate that Christmas special even more. And it turns out the Rani's full plan was to resurrect the the first ever Time Lord and make Earth a new Gallifrey. When we finally do see him, yes, it's only briefer. He is just a giant skeletal being, which may seem anticlimactic after all the build-up, but to make up for that, we do get a tremendous battle between Eunice and the skeleton beasts walking over London, which looks so cinematic that it was worthy to be seen on the big screen. And the Doctor riding the motorcycle to the Rani's lair. Oh, how epic was that? That was well worth the price of admission. But the focus of this story was on the heart and more than the spectacle, which I appreciate Russell for doing. And yeah, seeing uh, Poppy gradually fade away when the reality returns to normal is gut wrenching. And Ruby is the one that remembers Poppy, and as she is attempting to restore everybody's memory of Poppy, and when the Doctor promises Belinda he will find her, turns out that in reality Poppy was Belinda's daughter but not the Doctor's daughter. All this time throughout the series Belinda had mentioned Poppy, we just didn't know who she was until now, which I mean, yeah, Russell, you are a legend as a writer, and you you gave Belinda and the Doctor's relationship such a bittersweet ending. I wouldn't have minded the Doctor having a human daughter with one of his human companions, because we've never seen that, but even if the Doctor can't be her biological father, he can still be her uncle and always look out for her. So their goodbye was pretty powerful stuff, and we even get a cameo from Jodie Whittaker's Doctor just before Ncuti regenerates, which make me go eureka, because she's still the most underrated Doctor. The Doctors often have somebody from their past with them before they regenerate. In that is the pattern, and when Ncuti regenerates, he's hanging out at the TARDIS so his Time Lord energy doesn't blow up the TARDIS, and he regenerates into guess who? Rose is the Doctor. So Billy Piper is the 16th Doctor. Well, it's still unconfirmed, as it's the credits don't confirm her as the Doctor, but if she is going to be playing the Doctor going forward, then I'm optimistic and all for this, because she is she is wonderful as an actress and can do no wrong. So to see her, I'm sure she could pull off the Doctor as well as the companion. But this ending was a spoiled and just set Twitter ablaze when and blew up all over Twitter when as yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It got the reaction that it got. Those who think Doctor Who is dead just because of this decision, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss, and I would at least give Billy a chance if she is going to be playing the Doctor. So overall, Series 15 is without a doubt my favourite of the two in the Ncuti Gatwa era, and I'd rate the Robot Revolution 4 stars, Lux a easy 5 stars, no brainer. The Well 3 stars, Lucky Day 4 stars, The Story and the Engine 2 stars, The Interstellar Song Contest 5 stars, and Wishworld and the Reality War have to give 5 stars. I give Doctor Who Series 15 5 stars out of 5. Best TV show ever. Well, I think a toast is in order to Ncuti Gatwa and to Millie Gibson and to Veranda Sefu, if as they are the two of Ncuti's companions, and this is the last time we are going to see them in the show for some time. Then I want to thank each and every one of them for reviving Doctor Who again in a mostly great way for the past two years. I wish them all the best, and I boy, am I hyped to see what Russell has in store for the Christmas special with Billy Piper in the role of the Doctor and series 16, whoever the Doctor is going to be going forward. But fingers crossed the show will last just a little longer before that the BBC makes the decision to, temporarily conclude it. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Doctor Who series 15? And what's your thoughts on the Ncuti Gatwa era of Doctor Who in general? Please comments and let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please follow us and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time when I review The Last of Us season 2. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.